What we do here is go back.
I'm gay. Hey, do you remember iDubbbz? No, not that guy. That's Anissa's boyfriend. I mean, this guy. That's iDubbbz. Now he goes by Ian, though. You see, he got a bad haircut to hide his receding hairline, grew out the pedo stash, and got some basic bitch tattoos that everyone else has. That's what Ian desperately wants you to believe, that he's a different person. He's changed. He's a better person. But I'm here to show you that he has not changed at all. So if you don't know by now, the Creator Clash 2 is blowing up on Twitter because, oh, believe it or not, Anissa and Ian have put their own foots in their mouths again by banning Froggy Fresh from the fight card. Why? It's very simple. You see, Froggy Fresh said that if he lost his fight, he would subscribe to Anissa's OnlyFans. And, guys, Ian doesn't care about that. That doesn't bother him. He swears. But, you know, him mentioning Anissa's OnlyFans sure is enough to kick this guy off of a charity event. But the OnlyFans thing is just the tip of the iceberg. Look at this tweet by Froggy Fresh talking about Sam Hyde. We're going to get to Sam Hyde in a second, but that's the real reason that Froggy Fresh has been kicked off of Creator Clash, and Ian doesn't want you to know that. Let's give Ian the benefit of the doubt, and let's operate under the belief for a second that this really is all about a joke about his wife's OnlyFans. Do you remember 3 years ago when Ian made a video to address the drama and controversy around his wife's OnlyFans? He said, and I quote, "It's not a mystery, it's a pussy, dude. There's no special pussy." You know what, I gotta say, I really don't like the fact that you don't respect your wife enough to call her special. Second, I can agree with you there. There's nothing special there about it. Everyone else has seen it. I've seen it. Not very good, is it? Now, I made a meme about this situation, and it got a couple likes on Twitter. I'm gonna throw that up right there for you, because if you could, I had a lot of people asking me, who is Yoko Ono in this picture? It's pretty simple. You should be able to figure this one out. Now, if you spend too much time on the internet, like myself, unfortunately, you've known about Anissa for a long time. She is a well-known clout chaser. She's been climbing the top. Rumor has it she started with Leafy right before you took him down. That's right. And yeah, I don't think she's very mentally stable, and probably neither are you. I mean, look at this picture of her from 2020, and then 2021. She got all of the basic pick-me tattoos in 5 seconds flat. So it wasn't even a full year. And you did the same thing. I mean, I like the American traditional. It's cool, but it just seems really, really basic, bud. When I get a tattoo, it means something to me specifically. I don't just get a random eagle or a knife. But hey, maybe I'd have more clout and look cooler and dress nicer if I had cooler tattoos like you. You don't have to care about your wife having OnlyFans. You can support it. There's nothing wrong with that. But she can also respect you if you don't want her to do it. And now, I'm not even 100% sure. I'm going to lie. I'm 50-50 on whether you care or not. It kind of seems like you care, bro. But if you truly don't, Froggy Fresh said something on the Twitter Space Live that I have to agree with. That was beautiful. He said, "Ian, it seems like you'd rather put blindfolds on the audience than tell your wife to put her clothes on. You'd rather point fingers at the anonymous masses that support you than look introspectively at your own relationship and life." All right, we're done with the wife shit part of this. In a recent interview with Anthony Padilla, you yourself, Ian, stated that you don't like your fans, that you didn't like the community you created. You felt somehow responsible for that, and you wanted to make a change and make yourself a better person, interact with better people. And you know what? You do have a responsibility, and with great power comes great responsibility. You're a millionaire with millions of subscribers. You have the strength to put on the Creator Clash. That's a great thing, the charity of it, everything. But with that responsibility, why did you have to turn on your own fans? and talk so poorly about them and lambast them, instead of taking the community that you created and making a slow change, doing something to promote positivity. But no, you had to feel better about yourself. You needed someone to condemn. Instead of taking responsibility for your own actions and the things you put out into the world, you'd rather just pretend like you're above it all. You know what? I respected you growing up, man. I really did. I was a real fan. I would watch every upload because you were the paragon of the freedom of speech. It wasn't about saying slurs or being edgy. No, it was the fact that you championed self-expression. No matter what anybody else said, you were the stone of eternity at the end of the world, man. You were the shining pillar. You were blocking all the hate, man. You were immortal. But you mentioned in the interview that, being open about this stuff leads you open to criticism. And you didn't ever want to be open to criticism. And you're right, you never were. And in the same facet, you let loose the biggest secret of all on that interview that I don't know if you're even aware of. It's about your dad. You see, this is the crux. This is it. It's not about Anissa. It's not about the OnlyFans. It's not about saying slurs or being edgy or being funny. Or it's not even about making money, maybe, man. I think it's all about your dad. You see, you just want your daddy, Ian. You want your daddy bad. And I can't be your daddy. But I know someone who can. The Candyman can.
Has your supple ear caught wind of the Candyman's game? Oh, it all starts when you utter his name. From the corner of your eye, the Candyman jumps, beaming with glee. Now you'll have to answer his riddles 3.
How you feeling tonight?
Oh, I feel perfect. I feel amazing. I feel fantastic. I feel like a smorgasbord of treats and goodies at Willy Wonka's own factory.
Now, I wouldn't blame you if you didn't know who Sam Hyde was until all this. Sam Hyde is a hilarious comedian. He's so deep in his satire that people continue, well, you just know how people are. People continue to paint him as an alt-right neo-nationalist, whatever it's called. They think he's a monster and he's committing war crimes and stuff. Because there's a meme about him going around the internet. Every time there's a school shooting or mass shooting, people post a picture of him, his fans, as a joke saying, oh, Sam Hyde did it. And people actually believe it. Still to this day, they believe it. But you made a documentary, or at least you tried to make a documentary about Sam Hyde, and it didn't work out. I think everyone's seen that video by now, if they know who you are, and it really, bolstered Sam Hyde's numbers and brought him back from the brink. And here's the real fact about this, the best part about the documentary that no one is listening to. In the documentary, and what you say to Sam Hyde, and he reverberated on the Twitter space the other night when we were talking about this live, you said when he caught you off guard, when he didn't care about your bullshit that you tried to pull on him, to make this hit piece, to bring him down. You said, I'm so used to being the puppet master of these things and being in control. Is it because, with these documentaries at least, you're used to taking advantage of people who don't know any better? And before that, you said that, you were taking down the bullies with these content cops. You were calling out people who were doing bad things on the internet. It wasn't for attention or for views, man. It was to do something good, right? Well, I guess you're big time now, Ian. You got all the money in the world. You're running Creator Clash. And I don't think it's about the charity, buddy. I think you're getting a nice kickback somewhere. And also, this makes you bigger than you ever were. You're at the top of your game. And Froggy Fresh made fun of your wife. So fuck him, right? Why don't you sue him? That's what you want to do? Hey, fuck you, pay me. Give me the $15,000 I paid you, and you worked your ass off for a year to get right for this fight, and it's in 2 weeks. You're not allowed to go through with it. I want the $15,000 that I paid you back in my pocket, and you're going to shut your mouth and not talk about this publicly, or I'm going to sue you. I'm going to ruin you. You're going to have to sell your house. Your wife's going to leave you. Your kids are going to go hungry. Because your wife's pussy ain't that special. I recommend apologizing, man. Do a full recant. You can save yourself. You can be a better person. If you haven't gone to therapy yet, try therapy. Reach out to your dad. Mend that relationship while he's alive. Not all of us have the right. But you know what? It's not a big deal if you don't change. And if I ever see you in person, I might just say and tell you, say Nick! The show is over, but you're still here hanging around. Why don't you hit subscribe?